Yo, what's good, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. So this video essentially is going to be how I went from 135 pounds to 150 pounds, and my next goal is to hit 160. So about a year ago, I believe, I used to weigh like 135, 137. I was pretty damn light. I was eating about one meal a day, and I was eating a lot. So it was probably like 1,000 calories, to be honest. Just 1,000 calories a day, and that's it. You know, I wasn't even like, I mean, actually probably more, but there was no routine, there was no structure to my diet. You know, I was just kind of like, whatever was in the fly, you know, I was staying with my parents, so it was just kind of like up in the air. So I used to weigh 137 for a really long time, and I felt like I couldn't break that. Like I didn't know, like, how the hell do I break it? I don't know what I need to do. And so I watched a lot of content, I watched a lot of videos, I watched a lot of tutorials and different things here. And only until last couple months, really, is when it started to click more, right? It starts to click more. I used to stay with a guy who was pretty buff for his size. You know, he was pretty buff, and he told me one day, because I was learning how to meal prep, trying to learn it. It's like, Mark, you need to eat at least 1 gram of protein per pound to keep that muscle and build that muscle. And I realized that, and for some reason it didn't click until he told me that. Before it didn't click until he told me that. And I realized that before that I was working out, but I didn't eat enough protein. So I would work out, stress my body, you know, get my body all, you know, sore from the workout, micro tears from all the workouts, and then I wouldn't eat enough protein. Honestly, I probably eat like 40 grams of protein. So no shit, my body didn't know how to react to that. I was building no muscle, right? Building no muscle whatsoever. Does that make sense? So I realized that, and I was like, man, I'm wasting so much time working out, and I'm not even building any kind of muscle from that. So I decided to eat about like 1 gram or 0.7 grams of protein per body weight or per pound of muscle. So now I eat about 60, 40, 80. I eat about 130, 140 grams of protein now, right? To keep that muscle, but also make sure that I bulk with that too. So maybe I'll break down about like my meal selections and whatnot, but I usually have around 3-4 meals a day, and I total around 3,000 calories total. But these things I learned through improvisation, just like improvising all the things that I wanted to learn, and a lot of trial and error. And so I was able to jump from 135 pounds to 140 pounds to 145 pounds. Now I'm 150 pounds. And now I realize that it's probably easy to hit 160 pounds, and maybe from there, 170 pounds. But it's all about eating the food and tracking it and progressively increasing it more and more. So that's what my goal is, to get to that 160 pounds. It took me forever to get to 150, and then something clicked, and then now I'm at 150 now. So next milestone for me would be to get to 160, and then see how I feel from there. See where, you know, how I'm feeling around the 160 pound range, and see if I can get to 170. You know, so that's kind of my journey, and I'm sure there's people who can relate, because that's a big frustration for me too. And I used to be 135 pounds, you know, that was like super light, like lightweight. Don't get me wrong, I'm still lightweight, but I'm at 150 now, close to almost 160. I can get there. I can see it. It seems pretty attainable now, because I kind of know what I need to. I've been bulking, so now I know I need to add a little more. So now I know what I need to add. So I'm going to share my experiences as time goes on, obviously, and share how far I get. But that's kind of where I'm at and what I've learned by just a lot of trial and error, right? Because I was stuck for a while, like at 144, I think. You know, what's actually crazy is that when I did an intermittent fasting, it was a 2-day fast. I went from 145 all the way to 138. But because I know how to diet and all that, I went all the way back to 150. So next thing here is to add only 200, 300 calories more. Just put a bit more to see where I can go from there, because all it is really is just tracking it. And then if you wanted to just combine it in like meals, then you can do that. So simple as that. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Drop a like, drop a comment, let me know. But I'm gonna document and see how far I can get from 150 to 160, and then we go from there. So peace, guys.